I'm Joey Sparks. That's 2 E's, no Y. You heard me. 2 E's, no Y. Join the family by following that Discord link in the description. Also, if you want to support the channel, gain access to the unreleased videos as well as the live stream perks, the options available. You don't have to, but we appreciate your support nonetheless. And for even more content coming soon, I mean very soon, channels on Patreon, okay? And in this video, we're going to react for the very first time to Tom MacDonald Can't Cancel All of Us. Are you ready? I know I'm ready. I'll just tell you this, right here off this frame right here, reminds me of Man in the Sky, like almost like what a great stage spot where Tom can just be alone with his guitar. Cause that's when he be, for me anyways, you know, there's a man on the ground, just wanna burn it down. Sorry. All right, y'all, let's go.
They told me, be a man, boy, toughen up. Then they let women become men, they tricked me. They told me, speak your mind if you're brave enough. And I spoke up and I got canceled quickly. We were always too young and too nice, and now we're too old and too white. You're either too left or too right. Well, we're speaking our minds tonight. Cause you can't cancel all of us.
Is it
left or too right? Well, we're speaking our minds tonight. Cause you can't cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, cause we're standing here side by side.
Oh, wow.
And you can't cancel all of us.
Not John Rich. Not fucking bona fide country singing ass John Rich.
Burn the stars and destroy all of us, cause we're standing cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of us. Burn the stars and the stripes. But you can't cancel all of us, cause the internet ain't real life.
Hey, golly, he ain't lying. The internet is not real life, and I gotta remind myself that shit. I think we all do every once in a while. We all, you know, get into like whatever rabbit hole we are, and sometimes we gotta realize, hey man, I sensationalized rabbit hole for a reason. Pull back. Remember, the majority of us are in the middle. There's the extremes. The majority of us are right here. We all share the majority of the same things, but the internet will have you thinking it's out here. It rewards out here. You know what I mean? All right. But this is such a dope concept, putting other people who've been potentially under fire being canceled. You know what I mean? Like, it's genius. You can't cancel all of us.
Stars and stripes, but you can't cancel all of us, cause the internet ain't real life.
Hey.
Be a man, boy, just like your dad. Then told me everything I am is toxic. They said the color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist, got it. We were always too weak and too afraid.
Great shot right there. Whoever was videographer by trade. So I'm not only gonna react to the music itself, I'm also gonna react to the video. Okay. And whoever was on the whole normally Nova's directing, but like she's not always shooting. She's been given everybody else the shot.
Said the color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist, got it. We were always too weak and too afraid, and now we're too male and too straight. You're either too real or too fake. Well, we're speaking our minds.
I love how there was like two left and two right.
Too skin doesn't make you bad,
switch
but
up.
mine makes me racist, got
to
it.
this, to that,
we were always
this, to that.
too weak and too afraid, and now we're too male
Hold up. Is that no? That's not motherfucking Hercules, is it? He ain't. Is that him still? Bruh. Kevin Sorbo? Is that his name?
Burn the stars and all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of
I think that's him.
burn the stars and strike
Great shot every time they pull out for the reveal.
all of us, 'cause the internet ain't real life. You can take my job away for something I may have said online. But you can't control a man who won't comply. And you can call me every name that you might think will hurt my pride. But if you think you're stopping me, you're out your mind.
3, 2, 1.
'Cause you can't cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of us. You can burn the stars and stripes, but you can't cancel
Oh, wow.
all of us, 'cause the internet ain't real life. 'Cause you can't cancel all of
New
us,
album?
and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side.
Bruh. Bruh. Holy shit. Yeah, man, me personally, I'm starting to feel like, like cancel culture is kind of like, like it's dying out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it at one point in time was at its peak, but I gotta be honest. I'm like, now I guess it's still there to a degree, and I guess it's somebody who feels like they could have the power over somebody else. That if they don't, I guess, agree on everything or do something that isn't deemed socially positive or something like that, that they could be, that they could be in charge of like that person's livelihood type of shit. But I think the further we get with this internet shit, and as more wild and crazy as it seems to be getting, and taking social norms and throwing them out the window, you know, I don't think canceling is gonna be a thing much more. I think there's still some things that you could be like, yo, hey man. But I think what people are starting to do is just realize though, like if you make a stink about it, if you go, ooh, that person did that, you might actually be doing the reverse of what you want. You might be making them more powered in one way else. So I think the best part is your dollar and your time. You know what I mean? If you don't fuck with somebody, don't pay for that motherfucker's products, right? Don't pay for things that are attached to that motherfucker, right? If that's what you want to do that. Having a bullhorn fucking, march and let's stop is gonna have other people look in and go, why is that person protesting so hard? I'm like, and what if they be like, man, I don't think it was that bad. Now you might be turning them people on to some, you know what I mean? So you should just really just fall back, let cancel culture be something that you do with how you spend your dollar. That's how I feel. But what an ingenious way to have B-roll. So this is what they did for B-roll. And hold on, let's hit here. Written by Tom. Beat produced by Tom, of course. Directed by Nova. And like I said, Corey and Jenna were on the and Jared hit some additional shots. Let's go. So they said Jared did some additional shots. I wonder what shots he did. Corey and Jenna did some of these shots.
Skin doesn't make you bad.
Okay, so there's a spot where he has the lights with him, and then there's this spot right here. So I'm assuming one filmed the other or whatnot, or maybe both of them filmed on both. Whoever was doing those swooping down up shots, killer. And then shout out to Nova because she was on the editing. And when you're making a music video, you need this stuff called B-roll, and you need it a lot, right? Especially in a music video, it just needs to be like in films or cinematic storytelling, those type of things. You need what you call full coverage of story driven action, right? Whereas here you're gonna have performance shots, him with the guitar singing to the camera, singing to the ambient front or whatever seems to be, right? Every once in a while you're gonna need to cut away from that, right? And so he has two spots, one here and then one with the lights.
And too afraid.
That shot is fire.
Now we're too male and too straight.
See, this is all B-roll. What an awesome way to go. B-roll, let it be people who just film themselves, or people that we can reach out in I guess celebrity land and be like, yo, have you been canceled before? Get on my shit. Or and so that's just gonna push, because then all the people can be like, oh snap, that's the man's and them's. Bruh, this is dope. And the fact that I think I saw Kevin Sorbos still looking like him, bruh. That's crazy. Anyways, who else was in there that I saw a lot of people. Some people I spoke on, some I didn't, but there were also a lot of people that I didn't know of. So if you could let me know, so I'll be on top of it in the comments. And also subscribe to the channel for me. If you enjoyed the reaction, subscribe. I'm a videographer by trade. That's why I like to break it down and get into who be doing the videography and stuff like that. So for Tom, when I met Tom and I found out Nova did the videography and they did a bunch of these during COVID like a mug, I was like, yo, man, this is gonna be fire, being able to explore her craft of filming while Tom be able to produce the music. I was like, oh, this is such a match made in heaven. It's super dope. And so that's the way I react here on the channel. And I'm just saying, if you enjoyed that, stick around by hitting that subscribe button. Tell a friend about it. Like the video on your way out. Do something nice for somebody. It'll make you feel better. And I'll catch you on the next reaction. Peace.